posts and everything else, like pictures, they have no real true organic reach until they're shared type of thing. Reels have somewhat of an organic reach that it tries to show it to other people. I automatically start with video, you know, just so that way at least gets shown. But why was I doing? Oh, yes, views to followers. This is actually a good transition for this, views to followers. So the reason that you have a lot of views and very little followers is because ads work better than organic to get followers. And I can explain that through psychology. Content creators right now, there's so many of them, and they're all pushing to be like, pick me, pick me, pick me, right? So when you do that, let's say you have a really, really good video. That video will gain you maybe, let's call it a 10,000 view video. Normal. I'm not saying like it was the best video and it got 10,000. I'm saying like it got 10,000 is pretty good. 5 to 10 followers usually is what it gets you. If you get that same video and you put ad money, but you put it to a very specific group of people that you know to work. So for example, we're on El Paso. You get a video that's dedicated to El Paso. It goes 10,000. You only get 5 or 6 people. You put ad money behind it and it's saying something like, hey, El Paso. Guess what happens to the people who watch the video? They say, hey, it's talking to me. It's very relevant. Let's say that you're in beauty or spa or whatever. Now you only target women instead of the general population. And you put a target demographic of 18 to 40. Guess what happens to your numbers? People watch it more. They start sharing it and they start following. That's typically why it does better, is because you're not like a pick-me trying to prove to people that they should follow you, while everybody else is a pick-me right now. So when it comes to like starting and organic and everything, that's what I'm saying, just put stuff out, because like you'll probably get a few followers to begin with. But we basically do that. We do organic plus ads with everything right now, because that's the only thing that's working. I mean, I've always viewed it as like, if you're getting leads in business, you're doing fine. You know what I mean? Don't worry about the followers. Because honestly, even if you have 10 to 20,000 followers, your reel and your post could still get 300 views. You know? It's more of a credibility thing right now, but everybody knows that it doesn't really matter. Like 2 years ago, Gary Vee was like, post twice a day and people will find it and blah, 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 right? The problem is that there's so much content and everybody's a content creator. That is the main issue. So you're oversaturated with everything right now. Lemonade is actually doing really great. I don't know if you guys know about Lemonade, right? The one, the TikTok. It's doing really well because it's refreshing. There's not a lot of video. It's primarily just pictures. And the way that you create on there is very different. It's a picture with a caption. It's like all carousels, but what you would do in a reel, they're doing in pictures now through story format. So it's different, right? It's probably going to get banned anyway. So don't look too much into that. But it's different. So posting, I would say that I would rather post 3 to 4 times a week and make sure that it's really good and engaging than 7 times, because most people are skipping right now. Most people like, and there's a lot of hate that's going on, like undercover hate, where people are like, oh, you posted again, right? Like non-support, even though you're your friends type of thing. So, and again, what does it go back to? It's because most people are not true to themselves to say, I'm posting too much, I would skip my own shit right now. Like I would be annoyed with myself. That too, use that ego. There's good ego and there's bad ego. If you're gonna have ego, have it be good ego, right? If you're gonna have a problem with ego, do be posting, but like don't do it 7 days. Do it like 14, 18, like annoy the hell out of people, be shameless. But most people do somewhere in between, right? So if you are gonna post, do like 8 times a day, and then people will be like, I hate you, and they'll know that they hate you immediately, versus like pretend like they like you for 4 months and then you find out that they hated you secretly. Okay? Yeah, so if you're gonna have ego, have the ego, you know what I mean? But most people have like a washed down version of like, I love this, I love me. And it's like you put it out, nobody likes it. And it's like, everybody hates me. No, I'm not gonna post anymore. So it's the reality of how people are.